And we're on. Yeah, and some of them are debatable whether they're metal or not, but we'll talk about that. Okay, and we're going to jump around too a little bit too. We won't be in kind of a chronological thing. Okay, first one I want to talk about a little bit is humble pie, which they're definitely pretty close to metal. They're not metal, but they're close enough we can kind of. Right. 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 Okay. Number 10, I got the song called Hot and Nasty. Number 9 I got is a cover of a Steppenwolf song, Desperation. Number 8 I got is 30 Days in the Hole. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And number 7 I got is I Walk on Gilded Splinters, which is actually on their Rockin' the Fillmore album. Yes, he's there. Yep. Number six I got is 4-Day Creep, which is also on the Rockin' the Fillmore album. Number 5, I'm Ready. That's on the Fillmore album. You can tell I kind of like that one. Number 4, Rolling Stone. Number 3, Shine On, which Renton actually did on his live album. But I think this was his song. Right. Number 2, I Don't Need No Doctor. And my number 1 is Stone Cold Fever, which is on the Rockin' the Fillmore and one of their solo albums too. But generally in their particular case, I'm gonna prefer the Rockin' the Fillmore. Yeah, that's one of those groups that the live version just is head and shoulders above. Right. A lot rawer sound in some cases. And in other cases it's extended and they throw things in. It's, in a lot of cases the live versions are better, but not always. I have Argent, but I don't think they're anywhere close to metal. So we'll get them at a later date. Bachman Turner Overdrive is, I don't know. I think they're more arena rock, so we'll skip them too. And then Bad Company, same thing. Yeah. Right. Blue Oyster Cult. Now, that's pretty close to metal. Yeah. And that group had... Yes, they did. My number 10 for them is Burning for You. Yeah. Number 9 I got excuse me, Harvester of Eyes, which that's got a that on their On Your Feet or On Your Knees album is a better version of that one. Yeah, that's their live album. Right. Yeah. Number 8 is Godzilla. Yeah, pretty obvious. Number 7 I got Subhuman, which the best version for me is again on that On Your Feet or On Your Knees album. It's also on one of their early ones. Number 6, The Reaper. Don't Fear the Reaper. I don't see it, but it's possible, I suppose. Right. Yeah, because it does mention Romeo and Juliet. Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah, I never really saw it as a suicide song, but that was me. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a that was a great skit. Yeah. Okay, number 5, I got a Cities on Flame with Rock and Roll, which was their first big one. Great song. And number 4, I got Heavy Metal, The Red and the Black, I believe it is. That's their version of the song Heavy Metal. Yeah, but they actually had it on one of their albums. I think it was on Fire of Unknown Origin. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But it was on one of their regular albums. And number 3 I got is a song called, you're gonna love this title, She's as Beautiful as a Foot. It's on their first album and it's a great song. And number 2 I got is Screams, which is also on their first album. And my number 1 is Then Came the Last Days of May. I think that's also on the first album, but it's kind of a song about, well, it's hard to say, but I guess it's some kids that got involved in a drug deal and didn't make it. For like it's a great little song though. Yeah. Yeah.
They also have a group called the Beat.
And 10 isn't really the end. I mean, they had a ton of great stuff on it, a ton of great albums. Cultosaurus erectus. Yeah. Yeah, that was actually pretty deep. Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. Led Zeppelin 1. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Hi to them. Yeah, I might even make my presence felt. Who knows? Yeah. Okay, next bunch I got Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush. Right. Well, he's, I guess you would call it an emulation of Hendrix. He definitely tries to get close without being Hendrix. Right. That's probably a pretty good description. These are worth listening to. Number 10 is The Answer. Number 9 is Talking About a Feeling. Number 8 is Tales of the Unexpected. Number 7 is his cover of Roadhouse Blues. Number 6 is his cover of Mona. I believe that is correct. And number 5 I got is again a cover, All Along the Watchtower. Right. Number 4, oh, go ahead. And we'll see a lot of that in the next song I pick. Number 4 is World Anthem. Number 3 is Electric Reflections, which, yeah, okay, there you go, guitar. Number 2 is Strange Universe, which definitely has a Hendrix feel to it. And number 1 is probably his best known song, is a number called Dragonfly. Right. Okay. Next band up, I think you've heard of these guys. We did their Mach 1 list a while back. Mach 2, Deep Purple. Right. Right. And Mach 1 was good, but it wasn't metal as much as Mach 2. And I tried to stick to Mach 2 for the most part. Yeah, I mean, as far as this list. And I went 15. Number 15 I got is The Mule. Number 14 is Into the Fire. Number 13 is Fireball, common theme. And number 12, Woman from Tokyo. It was. Number 11, I got is Flight of the Rat. Yeah. And number 10, I got Smoke on the Water. Yes. Yeah. Number 9 I got is Fools. That's a great song. Number 8 I got Space Truckin', and I absolutely love the version live in Japan. It's over 20 minutes long, but it's great. Oh yeah. Yep. But that's a great album, and it's a lot of extended stuff in it too. Like I said, Space Truckin's over 20 minutes long on that album. Number 7, Speed King. Yeah. Yeah. And number 6 is No One Came, which is a great song. Number 5 is Lazy, which is another one on the Made in Japan. It's really interesting to listen to. Yeah. Number 4, I got a song called Our Lady, which is on the last album. In the Mark II, the last two Mark II one. Right. Number 3 is Child in Time, which I found out was an anti-war song. Yeah. Number 2, I got Super Trooper, which is on the last Mark II album. My number 1 is Highway Star. That's just a song that rocks all the way through it. I mean, it just rocks. Yes, he does. Right, which yeah. Or Set It on Fire. Ooh. He basically grabbed a lot of that from Townsend and Hendrix, because both of them did that kind of stuff too. Well, Townsend didn't do the fire bit, but Hendrix did. Yeah. Well, let's do Deep Purple Mark III and beyond. Okay, number 10, I got the song called Hold On. Number 9 I got is a song called, I can't read my writing, Lay Down, Stay Down. Number 8, Stormbringer. Right. Number 7, Might Just Take Your Life. Number 6, What's Going On Here. Number 5, You Fool No One. Number 4, Mistreated. Great. Great live the whole bit. Number 3 is Burn, which is Mark 3 is probably the biggest one. And my number 2 is a song called A200, which is an instrumental, but it's an interesting instrumental. And my number 1 is Sail Away, or, you know, not Come Sail Away, but Sail Away, which is a great song, which is worth a listen. And when I send you stuff, I might just send you that one. Yeah, well, I think they went all the way up to like 7 or 8 or something like that. Right. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, probably on the level of, oh, excuse me, Styx and Tommy Shaw and Dennis DeYoung. Those two simply could not get along. Dennis DeYoung was a ballad-toted guy. Yeah. Yeah, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with concept albums. I like them, but you don't make it your driving force. Yeah. Yeah. Next bunch I got is a group called Foghat, which is kind of derivative of Savoy Brown. And they were definitely a rocking band. Yeah, and my top 10 there, pretty much everybody's gonna have heard of most of these. Number 10 I got is Take Me to the River. Yeah, they covered it later. Number 9 I got is Rock and Roll Outlaws. Number 8 is Save Your Lovin' for Me. Number 7 is Fool for the City. And that, yeah, because actually, what was his name, Dave Lonesome Peverett, died a while back. Yeah. Number 6 is a song I think everybody in the world has heard, Slow Ride. Yeah, I like it when they played the 8-minute version because the other version just. No, I mean they had a cut single version, and the actual song was 8 minutes long on the album time. Yeah. And number 5 I got is I'll Be Standing By. Number 4 is Stay With Me. Number 3 I got is Gotta Get to Know You, which I believe is on their second album. Number 2 I got is a song called Dreamer, which is a great song. And my number 1 was possibly their only radio hit, I mean other than Slow Ride, a song called Third Time Lucky. That's Foghat. Yeah. But that's, I consider it a great little song. No. And it's a ballad, but it's not a, it's a fast moving ballad, I guess, for lack of a better word, because it's not one of those slow, drawn out, normal things you hear, but yeah, it's an upbeat ballad, for lack of a better term. Oh. Yeah. Wow. But yeah, Foghat was one of the groups I would have loved to have seen live. I never got to see. Well, without Dave Lonesome Pepper, I'm not interested. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, next group I got, you possibly heard of them, is Rush. Now I held it to 10, I could have easily gone to 20 or 30 with them. Oh, you're good. After I get done, you're gonna go, what about this song? What about this song? What? Well, I'm telling myself the same thing. Okay, number 10 is Closer to the Heart. I really like that song. Wow. Number 9, I got New World Man. Right. Number 8. Yeah, number 8 I got Time Stands Still. Yeah, great song. And number 7, I went with 2112, that whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, and the one of the live versions is probably, you listen to it and it's like, oh, this really makes the studio version sound. And I don't remember which live version it was, but It's great. Number 6, I got the Camera Eye. I like some of the longer stuff, as you can tell now, because number 5 is Xanadu. Well, it wasn't that movie. Great music in it, but a dumb movie. Right. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Number 4, Tom Sawyer. Had to have that on the list. Yeah. Well, Tom Sawyer? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You might pretty much call them the best Canadian group, but then that's an opinion. Shared by many. Probably. Other guys like okay. Hunger. Yeah, I know for a long time that was a little cartoon on Cartoon Network. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 Right. Yep. Number 3, I got Limelight. Yeah. My number 2 is Free Will, which has got one of my favorite lines in it about, if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. I said, well, yeah. Yep. Yeah. And my number 1, Spirit of Radio. I love that opening guitar thing. Yeah. Now, you know, how could I have left off this an early warning, Lock and Key, Red Bar Shadow, Wise Up YZ? I didn't want to. Mystic Rhythms, Subdivisions. I mean, those are all legit. Yeah, I mean, then there's even more. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about them. They had good lyrics in a lot of cases. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, I have Kiss, but I don't really think that they're metal. They're, well, let's go ahead and do them. Yeah. Well, most of my songs are going to go makeup route. I like the early stuff. Yeah. Well, my number 10 by them is a song called Baby Driver. Number 9, I put Rock and Roll All Night as my number 10 because they just overplayed the daylights out of that one for me. Yeah. Number 8, I gotta Shout It Out Loud. Number 7, go ahead. No, I haven't. I'll have to look it up. Yeah. Wow. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Number 7's Hard Luck Woman. And number 6 is God of Thunder. Number 5, quit. Yeah. Number 5, another Gene Simmons song, Black Diamond. Number 4, I Was Made for Loving You, which, even though it's got a disco flavor to it, I do like it. Right. Yep. My number 3 is their cover of God Gave Rock and Roll to You, the Argent song. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, look it up, because I'm almost certain it's an Argent song. Right. In the 70's, I think. Yeah. My number 2 is a song that you probably heard before. It's their cover. Okay, go ahead. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Number 2 I got is their cover of Stone's song, 2000 Man. They do a great version of that song. Number 1 you probably have figured out. Did, yep. That's easily my favorite Kiss song. Right. Wow. Man. Right. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, after Kiss, the only band, heavy metal that I got left for now, it's a group by the name Led Zeppelin. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I could have easily listed a top 45 with the people, but I held it to 15, and that was tough. Because I left out, I know I left out great songs. Number 15 is In My Time of Dying. Yep. Number 14, When the Levee Breaks. Yeah. Yeah. Number 13 is The Ocean. Yeah. Number 12, for some reason I like Carousel Alhambra. Yeah. 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 Number 11, song remains the same. Number 10, How Many More Times? Great first album. Yeah, number 9 I got's Black Dog. Number 8, No Quarter. Number 7, Rain Song. Yeah. Number 6, In the Evening. Yeah. Number 5, In the Light. Number 4, Thank You. I love the guitar in that song. Number 3, I know you're here somewhere. Bring It On Home. Yeah, I love the way it starts out with that little kind of boogie beat. Yeah, and then it breaks into Page. Yeah, I just like the way that song jumps around. My number 2 is Dazed and Confused. Yeah. Yeah, and also he did it with the remnants of the Yardbirds as the title of I'm Confused. Right. But yeah, if you ever want to hear the early version of that song, look up the Yardbirds live at Anderson Theater, I'm Confused. Okay. Yeah. 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 Well, my number 1 for Led Zeppelin, and then you probably, I'll be a little surprised, but really no. Kashmir. The drumming in that song is fantastic. Yeah. There's no question John Bonham was one of the best drummers around. Yeah, and two of the best examples of his drumming are Kashmir and Dazed and Confused. Oh, and Moby Dick. Oh, you notice that. Oh yeah, I never answer those things. Yeah, yeah, but there was a lot of songs that I left off, obviously, but it wasn't because I didn't like them. Uh, well, I tried to leave off things that everybody's familiar with, like A Whole Lot of Love, Stairway to Heaven. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's kind of like, I'm kind of tired of that song. Yeah. And actually, that Kennedy Center thing you were talking about, Hart does an amazing cover of that song. I mean, and yeah, and Nancy Wilson covers that guitar beautifully. She does it. She does it very well. Yeah. And another great song that I didn't. Over the Hills and Far Away. Uh, a great version. The only drummer I can think of nowadays that is as good or could actually maybe even top him is a guy by the name of Gavin Hammond. Porcupine Tree. He does some stuff. He does some drumming that you'll just sit and back in amazement and say, "Holy cow!" He does some great drumming, and Steve Wilson's a genius. Yeah, yeah, but I'm talking more technique because there are a lot of guys that can pound the crap out of their drum, but I'm talking more technique. And if you listen to some of the technique in Gavin Hammond, I'll send you some stuff. I mean, it's some phenomenal stuff. You basically listen to it and go, "Whoa, that's different." And that's another group that's way underknown that people should know about them. They're extinct now, but the guitarist that was the group, Steven Wilson's solo now, and he does some phenomenal stuff both there and with the group. And yeah, I might send you some of that too. Yeah, I guess you'd listen to the other stuff I sent. Yeah, well actually all four of those songs were played on the radio, but that third one was played probably more than any of them. And the first one, Rock and Roll Fantasy, is kind of autobiographical. Yeah. 'Cause, you know, things like, well, let's see, I was trying to think of some of the lines. You know, talking about, you know, you may be through, but we have just begun, you know, or something like that. I forget exactly how to. Yeah, it's about him and his brother. You know, because they're kind of contentious. Except at least they didn't quit. Yeah. I don't know. Because I know that sometimes you can have medical things happen that, you know, makes it kind of tough to play guitar. It's harder for me to play guitar now than it used to be. Well, the job comes first. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah. I'm trying. Yeah. Now I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do next. Do you want to kind of did most of the middle of the 70s. Yeah, because I don't think any of the others start out till the 80s. I'm kind of wondering whether we should just go ahead and cover regular 70s music and then go into prog. That probably would. Yeah, let's do. I guess let's do 70s, for lack of a better term, classic rock. You know, not prog, not metal, not prog, just general stuff, kind of like 10cc, Ambrosia, people like that. You know, just your regular classic rock. Yeah, and maybe even touch a little bit on southern or country rock. Yeah, let's plan for that. Okay. Yeah, I think so. We pretty much covered most of the ground, and if we think of something else, we can touch on it next time. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah.